and welcome back for another episode of Planta by Gia, the Nutrition Kitchen. Before I get into the recipe, go ahead and smash that like button for me, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of the future recipes that I will be coming back with. So this episode is actually the start of a series, and that is the plant-based Thanksgiving series. It is the beginning of November, and here in America, at the end of November, we celebrate Thanksgiving. Wow, I literally wait for this time all year round. Of course, this will be a turkeyless and dairyless Thanksgiving, and I am here to show you so many different plant-based alternatives for an entire Thanksgiving meal. Today we're going to start off with the thing that usually gets people a little too full before the actual dinner, and that is the appetizers. So we're going to be making two different recipes. The first is kind of like a finger food when you're all just standing around awkwardly waiting to sit down to actually eat. And the second could actually be considered as a first course meal. So the first recipe is a pomegranate and persimmon crostini. And the second recipe is a pumpkin ricotta stuffed shell with a cashew and sage cream sauce. Wow, I am so excited for this. So since the crostini takes the fastest, let's get that done first. Okay, so for the crostini, what we're going to be needing are some pomegranate seeds. Now you can buy them pre-picked, or you can buy the full pomegranate and just pick out the seeds yourself. Pomegranates contain powerful antioxidants that are extremely healthy for our heart and our overall health. They're also very high in vitamin C, which is great for our immune health, as well as our collagen production. So vitamin C is actually the precursor to collagen. So if you're ever deciding if you should get a collagen supplement or not, I recommend just adding in some more pomegranate seeds or any type of fruit that's high in vitamin C. We're also going to be needing some sliced pretty thinly persimmons. I love persimmons. I actually just tried my first persimmon like a year ago, and it was life-changing. They are so sweet, like candy. They are also very high in vitamin A, which is great for our eye health. And they are just an amazing fruit. And the name persimmon is so cool. Whoever named this fruit, I would love to meet. The next thing we're going to be needing are some pieces of fresh mint. Mint is great to soothe digestion. It's also great for immunity and so much more. Then we're just going to be needing some dairy-free cream cheese. You can buy this honestly at any food store, or you can make it yourself like I did. And a large baguette. So now let's go grill this baguette. You can either grill it or you can bake it. I like to grill it because it gives it those nice dark grill marks, which I think is necessary for the feng shui. But we're gonna chop it up nicely. I have a grill pan, so I'm gonna put it on the grill pan, maybe spray it with a little bit of olive oil, and that's basically it. We're gonna put our toppings and it's ready to go. So let's get to grilling. Grilled crostinis. Now all we have to do is put the toppings on top, drizzle some agave nectar, sprinkle a little bit of sea salt, and they are ready to go. Completed probably the most beautiful crostinis I've ever seen in my entire life. Your guests are going to go crazy over these. Let's now get into the stuffed pumpkin ricotta shells. For the pumpkin ricotta stuffed shells, the first thing we're going to be needing to make is the actual ricotta. Ricotta is a type of Italian cheese. Want to remake it with cashews, actually. They're a great source of plant protein. They're low in sugar and they're high in fiber. They're also a great source of healthy fat, which helps support our heart and our brain. When you make the ricotta cheese, first you're going to be needing to soak about 2 cups of cashews in warm water for probably about 2 hours. What this does is it softens the cashews and makes it much easier to blend up. So now we're just going to be adding 2 cups of cashews into a food processor, 2 cloves of garlic, 2 teaspoons of fresh lemon juice. And you want to squeeze it through your fingers so none of the seeds go into the food processor. Now you're going to want to add a little bit of water. You don't want to add a lot at a time because you don't want it to get too watery. So I recommend just starting off with 1 tablespoon, blending it up, and then adding more as you go. I'm going to add a little bit more water. Okay, so I also just set the temperature of the oven to 350 degrees. So that's warming up while we get everything else ready. Now the cashew ricotta is all finished. So next we're just going to transfer it to the bowl and add in some more ingredients. Okay, so now we transferred the cashew ricotta into a big bowl and we're going to be adding some organic pumpkin puree. You can find this at any food store, especially around these times. 1/2 cup of a dairy-free mozzarella. Mix that some more. And last but certainly not least is our spices. About a teaspoon of ground sage and a teaspoon of dried thyme. Okay, so now since we have our filling, the oven is on. Now we're going to make that creamy cashew sage sauce that we're going to drizzle on top of the pumpkin ricotta shells. Non-dairy plant-based milk. I'm using almond milk. Add some nutritional yeast, about 2 tablespoons. We're going to add 3/4 of a cup of raw cashews, fresh sage, salt and pepper to taste. Now we have our filling, we have our sauce, and we have some cooked shells. Now what we're going to do is take these shells, stuff them with the stuffing, drizzle the sauce on top, and pop that in the oven for about 20 minutes. And here we have it. We have our nice little appetizer for when the family and friends come over. They can start picking on this. And we have our first course meal that is just so hearty, full of flavor, and really embraces this fall season. Both of these dishes are just so colorful and perfect for a Thanksgiving meal. I hope you liked this video. If you did, go ahead and smash that like button for me and comment down below which recipe you're going to try or if you're going to try both. You can also find me on Instagram at Planta by Gia, where I offer all different nutrition tips and cooking recipes, free ebooks, and so much more. I also have a free ebook with all of my free recipes that helped me lose 48 pounds in 1 year on a plant-based diet. So you can check that out in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you for the next recipe.